Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is currently Wednesday, April 16, 2014. I've paid taxes, I've paid rent, and now it's time to administer a little bit of pain on the ladder of the Stone of Hearths. In today's episode of the HearthStone Decktacular, I'm going to be trying this Token Druid. If you go to day9.tv, I have the link to the deck list and the fellow from whom the deck list is stolen. And I just want to talk about briefly what it is. For those of you who've never heard of what a token is in the card game and things, this is a creature, or a minion, or whatever it is. It's a dude. And this is a spell that makes a dude. So, for instance, the summon a 3/2 Panther, we call that Panther a token. Or, for instance, this Violet Teacher that says whenever you cast a spell, summon a 1/1 Violet Apprentice. That apprentice is a token. Comes from when you used to represent tokens, not with a card, but with like a physical object. So you'd call a physical object a token. But yeah! Let's talk a little bit about the whole notion behind it. The basic idea is that if we have a lot of things that make tokens, like this Violet Teacher, or say, what are some other obvious ones? Oh, Force of Nature. We can do some cool combos with things like Savage Roar, give your characters +2 attack this turn. Power of the Wild, we can give our minions +1/+1 if we have enough of them out. In short, I assumed this deck would be more about building up to a big combo moment, and then the combo would go off, and boom, everything would get killed. But in reality, you just kill things really fast with this deck, in my play experience. So just to go through the cards, Innervate is really good, so we get it. Claw, just hedging a little bit against the aggressive decks. Argent Squire, I want to have a durable creature out there, so he can be pumped by Power of the Wild or Savage Roar. Power of the Wild, it pumps or it makes a dude. Wrath removes a dude. Thalnos will help me remove dudes and draw dudes. Loot Hoarder, a small dude that I'm happy to have it die so I can get the notable dudes that I actually want up for my combos. Savage Roar, blast everything to death. Blood Knight, I did not get the Blood Knight for a while, but it's just really sick with how many aggressive zoo decks are out there. Blood Knight I don't like as much when comboed with my own Argent Squire. But in general, it's just a nice card. It's just a reasonable value card for 3. There's other reasonable value cards like Earthen Ring Farseer, which, you know, heals, but this deck is not about staying alive, it's about killing stuff. Harvest Golem, very durable creature. It's hard to remove both its dude. Swipe is super good. Keeper of the Grove is super good. I'm going to skip over Leroy. Violet Teacher is our big token maker, and alone is very good. Azure Drake is pretty solid, draws a card. You're starting to see a lot of card draw in here. And what I want to note about Leroy Jenkins and Druid of the Claw is that they both have charge, so they work very nicely with Savage Roar surprises. Ancient Allure lets me draw the cards. I would have thought that a Token Druid would be much more aggressive. This would be much more passive, as I said before, but this turns out to be an extremely aggressive feel to things. So, yeah. This is basically it. What's interesting to me is that normally the Savage Roar card tends to be used for Force of Nature in other decks, to Force of Nature Savage Roar to deal 14 damage surprise out of the blue. But with this deck, you can just, like, Savage Roar very, very early, and it's totally kick-ass. I think this is fine. I might remove Swipe, but I'm expecting our friend Ultimate is one of those Hunter to the Face hunters. But there are the other hunters that are a little bit more play durable creatures, so I'm happy to have Swipe here. I'm tempted not to run Power of the Wild out on turn 2. I'm going to wait and see what happens. I don't like to plan to bang that guy out fast. But apparently nobody loves me in the Fate realms, so we're just going to have these two guys out. This is great to run out quickly. I love to run this sucker out quickly. So we had a question in chat. Where was it? It was about the zoo deck. Oh, Kalerm says, can someone give a synopsis of the zoo deck? Zoo is basically the Lotto creatures deck, where you have a lot of them. Hence a zoo of creatures. And the sort of starting point for the zoo deck is stats per mana. So for instance, this guy, I'm going to summon a 3/2 Panther. It costs me 2 mana and I have 5 stat points. Or a Blood Imp, it deals 3 damage to you, but it has 5 stat points for 1 mana. So this is how the deck, the popular zoo deck was created by Reynad, as he recently shared in his AMA, so. And the zoo deck is basically use the Warlock's hero power to summon again and again and again and again, because you have so many low casting cost dudes, you just kind of overwhelm them with guys, although none is particularly amazing alone. And that's an extremely popular deck on the ladders right now, so, because it's just solid and it's really fun to play. It's that and the Face Hunter, I think is what it's called now. There's some less than kind words to describe the other popular deck. The Huntards, I think, is the popular derogatory remark for it. Yeah, those are the really popular ones, because you just sort of blast your opponent to death. Now, I have some options here. What to do? So, this could be Misdirection. This could be Freezing Trap. This could be Explosive Trap. I could do nothing, but I think that's going to harm me more. Just because if it is Explosive Trap... Alright, I don't mind that so much, but it's not fantastic news. This is where I don't actually know what to do, really. I mean, if I play the Power of the Wild, he's probably going to trade for it, I'd guess. But I think I still have to do that? I don't really know. Let me tell you what playing this deck feels like. What this deck feels like to me is that it seems like the worst deck in the world. And then you just all of a sudden start winning really easily, and then you start going back to the worst deck in the world? Says Ultimate. He's really going into the think tank. That's good, so are we. Not terribly thrilled with this draw, but what's also kind of funky about this deck is that for a lot of the tokening to function, you need your Violet Teacher, and the Violet Teacher kind of needs some spells out. So you kind of have a very thin lineup of creatures. It's not like the Zoo deck, where it's like almost all creatures. What to do? Alright, Ultimate's in the tank.
Put this apple on your head.
Put this apple on your head. Alright. We'll double damage. Oh. So I want to be very greedy with Swipe. Can I be a greedy boy? You know what? Screw it. I don't care. Here comes the Golem. So there are some plays right now that I can use to successfully remove everything, which is generally what you want to do when there's 2 damn Knife Jugglers out, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until turn 6, and then I'm going to go Blurred Merge Thorough Nerves.
I wonder.
And kill him. Valthalion asks, is Druid token weak for certain decks on ladder currently? I've struggled a lot versus the Hand Lock, which is the Warlock, where you just use the hero ability and get a huge hand, and play like a lot of giants and stuff. It's also pretty bad against other Druids, because they just start putting up big taunts, and I'm like, you taunt. Okay, well played. He's probably going to hit my Golem and then play. I'm going to go with the Stealth Tiger.
Time moves quickly.
Time moves quickly. What to do? It's an aminal companion. Oh. 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 I was greedy. I took a good old pack of damage there, but... Oh. Swippy swipe! I swooped in and he got swippy swiped up down on. Swoopity swipity swoo. Hurted him so ooh. I like that. That felt good. Oh. I'm hoping it's explosive trap. I wanna activate it. So that swipe felt good. We certainly could have Thalnos Wrathed Clawed as another alternative and left the swipe, well. So I can hero power and attack, but... Great. I'm gonna draw. I'll probably be playing my coin Sadrake. Now, if this is misdirection, it will activate. Okay, so that means it's probably Freezing Trap, which means we can kill him next turn. See, I mean, like, if I win this next turn, let me just note how this felt. It felt like the worst deck in the world, not really doing anything, and then it's just like, oh, and then, you know, and then Savage Roar, and there you go. Now, Ultimate is thinking just, he's thinking as hard as he can. Oh! So we don't win this turn. So far, so good.
I must safeguard.
Pretty clear turn. It's very hard for him to not die. Because he has a freezing trap right now. And hit. Oh, we got him. All right, here we go. We're going to play our Force of Nature. We're going to attack with one of them. This will return to our hand. There's Freezing Trap. And then we're going to play Savage Roar. And we're going to Innervate. And then we're going to kill him. Cool. Boom! So, I mean, I don't know. It's every game I've ever won with this feels like this. But it's okay. It's been winning a lot, but it never feels good. It feels like, well, I guess I have Savage Roar, so I guess I'm gonna win. Wait, how do you do the GG button? Visual? Oh my god. One of the police of Twitch TV showing up with a GG button badge?
Malfurion versus Garrosh.
It's Fibonacci.
I must protect the wild.
I must protect the wild. So I think we pretty standardly go for the durable duders. And we're looking for some early creatures. Alright, so we're up against Fibonacci, the Golden Warrior. Alright, so we have a lot of damage here. I have no idea what this matchup's like. He's gold, man. He looks fucking cool, man. Oh my god, look at this axe. It's gold. Ooh. This guy is just screaming control right now.
For the wild.
Oh, the wild. Throwing all my riding utensils every which way. So, I mean, against this guy, he's gonna have a lot of the armors. This is going to be pretty valuable given that I have a Violet Teacher as well. If I could get an Innervate, that would be kind of sick. So, I could... If I Golem, he's definitely going to hit it.
What to do?
I think this is okay to do. I have a lot of power in my hand right now, but a lot of power super late.
Tazdingo! Yes!
We're already at turn 4? Well, that stinkers. And I'm hoping he just kills it. Nope. It was not enough. This immediately is a horrible situation to be in. This is... he got us, you know? I can Leroy Jenkins right now to kill the 3-5, you know?
What to do?
What to do, indeed. I don't actually think I have any great plays.
What to do?
Is there anything I can do that's reasonably good? I don't actually think there's any great plays, so if I play this, I'll probably kill it.
Time waits for no one.
I think I'm gonna do an extremely passive play and silence this puppy. I think that's the only reasonable thing that I can do, I think. I could have silenced the 3-5, but I don't really know how that would have helped me a lot. I guess? Like, I don't know. I don't think there was anything that I couldn't do. I mean, I have a lot of power with, like, Violet Teacher, Coin, Power of the Wild. So that's cool, but... don't have a lot of good utility for the interim. He's probably going to hit my 2-1 with his 2-4. Uh-oh. And it's been boinked. Down she goes. So I'm going to be just getting chipped away upon. So I think this is, the clear play.
I'm ready to learn.
Job done.
I'm ready to learn.
That's a pretty cool play. Pretty standard. Yeah, so I don't know. I have no idea what would have been the appropriate play there. That's the play that I did. So I'm done doing it. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's a big butt. And he's gone forever. So even though this looks horrific, I don't think it is as bad of a position as we could be in. I think I am gonna hang on to.
I shall do as you say. I shall do as you say.
I actually do want to do that. Because if I didn't, then he could,
Back to work.
maybe we'll do it. No, was that bad? Was that really bad? I don't know. I can't tell. I feel extremely lost this game. very, very bluntly, I feel very, very incredibly, superlatively lost. Let's draw some cards.
Job done.
Oh, Swippy Swipe. Oh! Oh, we got Thud Mage. Kablamos. Although I'm on the verge of death. 1, 2. Oh, I think I die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. What I really need right now is Harrison Jones. Harrison Jones and me. Alright, so we are in super dangerous position, because if he has like a Grommash Hellscream, we're more or less unreal freaking dead. Swippy Swipe! So let's see, that would add 1, 2, 3 damage, so we can... So we're very more or less dead. Oh.
Well played.
Yeah, you know, I'm not... So, I'd like to note that these two games represent everything that I have experienced with this deck, which is that things feel like, I don't... Why am I even playing this deck? Maybe I should go back to World... And then you just kill him, and you're like... Very well. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we're going to look for this trend. We saw it in the Hunter one, we almost saw it in the Warrior one, but when you lose, you're just... I think this is the worst deck I've ever built. But when you win, you're like... Give me your goddamn stars. Give me your goddamn stars! Alright, we'll be back in a bit.